We are live. Yep. What kind of storm is that?
I think it's just the heat storm. Yeah, it was the heat storm.
Yeah. And to make new crates, the big ones,
Yep.
you got to have circuit boards. God, that was hard to get out of my mouth. And so we are going to have to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can we buy them?
I just put the food in the Terratoken rocket,
Yep.
but on a very low setting.
Yep.
Yeah. And that means that it will fill that up after it's filled that one container up.
Yep.
That's inside, and that's kind of the way I think it should go.
Okay.
We still have 2,500 Terra tokens available, and we could, I don't, cooking station, smart fabric, customizable sofa, of which I thought about making the downstairs into kind of a faux living area, but I'm going to have to get some more stuff before I do that.
Yeah.
There's a 500% fish egg, but we don't have enough.
We're still a long ways away because it's
Yeah.
87 part per million oxygen.
Okay. We've gotten up past the point where yeah, well, we could do wheat and cocoa, but I wanted to. What in the Sam Hill? Oh, that's a super alloy storm. Or something. Wow. Or is that just a mineral storm?
Checking it out.
So am I. I'm not seeing anything that looks like it's anything special, but it sure is coming down.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it is super alloy.
Okay. I just haven't found any yet. Yeah, it is. Woo-hoo. Come on, get that.
Jeez.
Got just enough grass to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about mowing grass, or about grass, is you gotta mow it.
Yep.
I'm fixing to have to do that. I just bought a riding lawnmower from my neighbor that's moving for $200. And
Yeah.
I've got an edge trimmer coming that I spent far more money on than I typically do, but it shared the same batteries with my battery powered mower, so I couldn't
Yep.
pass it up. Not having to buy another charger and extra batteries was pretty appealing.
Yeah.
Well, right now I've got 2 concurrent views. That means me and you are watching the stream.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I got to say I'm really not. I've got it up
Yeah.
in OBS, but that's about it.
Yeah, I just have it up, so I have the chat window up.
Yep. We, me, I, us, however you want to say it, need to go to a rec and get circuit boards. I'm
Yep.
just trying to think of where to go, because where I wanted to go was there's a procedural wreck in the rock back here. Well, drat. And Iklas's last cave is back here, but that takes 5 key cards or something. And you got to
Right.
go through procedural wrecks to get to the key cards.
When do we get the tier 2 deconstructor?
I already got it.
Already got it? Okay.
Yep. Build it. Have a ball.
I guess I just didn't notice it. Nothing. Oh, yeah, there it is. See, like nothing.
I gotta say, some of these trees are... Have you seen or watched any Atomfall?
I've watched a little bit of Dreas and Mitz playing.
Yeah, that's the 2 I watch. I was trying to see if I could watch Queen Bee's iteration of it, but just haven't got there yet. Good morning, country lady.
Morning, country lady. Okay, let me load up on some food.
Yeah, that's...
Scan this blueprint.
Yeah.
Waters. I don't die inside. And I should maybe take a fusion cell with me.
And there's Darlene. Good morning, Darlene. I hope your headache's better. If you find random blue crate with larvae in it, that's where I died. I don't remember where it was. It's fine. It is fine. If you have a fusion cell, I'm wondering if we should go over to the big wreck that's, well, here below us is one. I can't remember.
That's the one I was thinking of going to, was the big one right by the base here.
Yeah, and then I was thinking of going to the other big one by the original starting area.
Right. Yeah, I just crafted the fusion cells, so.
And for those of you who don't know, Big Dave is here with me. He was off fishing on Saturday and thought fishing was more important than Planet Crafter. I just don't get it. However, he says he caught fish, so we'll not disparage him that point. Darlene, it's good to hear. Nothing worse than a headache.
Okay, so are you inside already?
Yep.
The big one?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm deconstructing storage crates that have already been gone through. think I need any of that. I got more seed packs than I know what to do with. Yeah, I hear you.
You must be up the ladder.
Does that mean... No, it's not going to let me deconstruct that.
I powered up the fusion reactor.
That's good.
That's free.
You can't deconstruct the clothing locker. You can deconstruct everything else under the sun. The sun is shining. It rained for a week. Yeah, I know. It rained here too. Texas is funny because one moment it's 80 and then the next moment it's 40 and you're freezing your ever-loving tuchus off. And I know most of us here have a touch of arthritis. It plays hell with mine, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to deconstruct that. I want to get it.
There's circuit boards already.
What? Why are you telling me that I need that? I have it. Yes, I do. Oh, okay. That's all you can do with them. Gosh, I'm an idiot.
Oh my.
Brains with dynamite. I wouldn't have enough to blow my nose. Ho, ho, ho. Dave must have found the stash.
Found the stash.
Excellent going, Dave.
Let's see. Tells me we're out of obsidian, mutagen.
Oh, climbed up there, saw you for 15 seconds until I jumped off the edge.
Yeah, you'll have to get the rest of the stuff in here.
No, I'm stuff full. I might have.
Full?
I've got one. Only one.
Yeah.
However,
take a look in the box, take a look in the safe, and then there's two technical things here as well left.
I just dropped off a bunch of iron because we really don't need it.
Nope.
I was just taking it to clear everything out. Production multiplier fuse. Spaceship Primo. We don't need mushrooms. We don't need flowers. That space suit might be the best thing going there.
Yeah, if you can deconstruct, there's two circuit boards right here.
Right. Oh, right there. I can, but I don't know that I can carry them. Or maybe I did. Yes, I did. Woohoo!
You actually get the circuit boards. So.
Yeah. I had 4 from downstairs. Anyway, don't need any of that. Might need that tree.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we'd need that tree or not. So,
all things being equal, a tree is better than no tree at all.
True.
Let me put that iron away because we really don't need it. Drink water. I wish I was off work today so I could play with you guys. Yes, that would be terrible amounts of fun.
Hello, Darlene, if I didn't say it already.
I thought you had, but it's hard to know sometimes.
Yep. Okay, did you go back down?
Yeah, I did. And I don't need to run in there because we've got infinite oxygen, but old habits die hard. What I'm going to do now is make the explosive go to the explosive area behind us,
Yep.
utilize said explosive, or we could go down to the Stargate and go in the red area. That would work.
Yeah, whichever you want to do. I mean,
I think I'm going to go to the close one myself. We got a rocket engine. We got flowers. We got a production multiplier fuse, and we got okay. I'm going to go upstairs and do one thing. All right, let's not kid ourselves. I'm probably going to go up here and do 14 things, but I just heard something bub up.
yeah, I think posted her streams for today.
Ah. I have to say, I considered doing deconstruction simulator demo just to see what I thought about it, and that might be a later in the week thing. I don't know.
Yep.
I was definitely unhappy that I missed golf on Friday, but I should have known. My wife had a doctor's appointment. It was the first time with this doctor, and that's never a short thing.
Yeah.
And I got to say, he had a bunch of reviews that said, hey, he really listens to his people, his patients, and takes time, and he did.
Yep.
I give him nothing but a ton of credit because he was such a good doctor. It made me want to, and I have a pretty good doctor at the VA, but made me want to go look at him as my primary care physician. Oh, I'm one explosive powder short. Well, foot. However, I have one explosive on me now. And I'm going to go up here, drop all the rest of these off, make sure that this is set up so it'll deliver them itself. I did manage to get some stuff done in the house after streaming Saturday and drank a cup of coffee first. Excellent. Good morning, Mayhem.
Yeah, I heard you actually went and did a stream without coffee, country lady.
Yeah.
All credit to you. Boy, I couldn't do it. Morning Mayhem.
I have to say, when we finally get to the point of being able to make circuit boards, those are good sellers too. I did. I was too lazy to get up off the couch and make it. Yep. That's what she told me. The extra explosive powder I had is in the explosive powder crate. Whoa.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go get more water and more food.
Did you want more explosives? Because it's easy to make the explosive powder.
Um, quite frankly, it wouldn't be a bad thing because you never know what you're going to get into when you go into those things. Couple
Yeah.
more
Okay.
would probably be good. Gosh. Now, this is me personally. I hate going out in the rain. I hate getting wet with my clothes on. Drives me nuts. I almost got into a fist fight when I was in the military because somebody dumped a cup of ice down my back while I was writing a report. And I had a number two pencil in my hand, and I crushed that number two pencil, and then I turned around and cussed at the guy. And I won't repeat what I said because it wasn't nice. And even in game, I can hear it raining out there, and I'm standing here getting ready to go through the door going, I just don't even feel like being out in the rain. But it's a game.
Yep.
Stupid the way the mind works.
And we are in a spacesuit, so technically you shouldn't get wet.
Yeah. That's just one of those things you look up and go, oh my gosh, look at how overcast it is, you know. That's been going on here for 2 days. It was in the 80s 4 or 5 days ago. And then all
Oh
of a
yeah.
sudden, it was like, nope, you're just gonna be in the 40s and tough luck, Chuck. I don't want
Okay, I got
to.
3 more
I don't want to grab it. I want to press it. But
circuit boards.
oh, okay. All right. I see what's going on. Dave,
There.
Dave, come here.
Yep.
You need to see this before I do anything else.
Okay, I just gotta find where you are.
I'm back up here pretty much north of the base, over the top of a hill.
Okay.
I suck at exploding stuff, and I just wanted you to know that. Yeah, I set off the explosion, and it's
Yep.
still not open. We went from flood warnings to freezing warnings. Ugh. I've been in a flood. That sucked mightily. Freezing ain't no fun, but Dave had Dave had to come fix my screw
Just
up.
remember, when in doubt, get the OD guy to do it.
Well, and that's why I called you over to show you that yes, I suck dealing with explosives. Couldn't believe that. That thing exploded and it was like that entrance is still blocked. Only took 2 things out of those. Did you get those
Right.
crates or
Yeah, I
whatever was
just took
good
out the
in?
valuable stuff. Yep.
Yeah, all I took in out of mine was uh, nitrogen and fertilizer.
Yeah, I took circuit boards, rocket engine, some fertilizer, osmium, and then some rods.
Country lady says we were up at 2 a.m. Sunday morning because of the weather. Yeah. Consume. Consume. Oh, you know what I don't have?
Fusion cell?
Don't well that too, but I don't have a fuse, or I
Don't
don't
have
have
fusion.
something to put down at the entrance to say this is the entrance. But how can you miss it? You need a fusion cell.
Yep. Okay, go make a fusion cell.
Yeah,
I'll give chance to empty pockets out too. So
yeah, yeah. That's not exactly a bad point. Mayhem, if you have the time and the inclination, you're welcome to come do whatever we're doing. The code is in the chat. Hey, there's a lot of stuff in there.
yeah, I know as I go into the lockers, I've been setting them up. So
Yeah. Thanks, I'm on my first cup of coffee now. Well, and I understand that. All right. One thing about having a dump chest, it will tell you whether or not you've got something logistically set up.
yeah. Or it's full.
Shh. Don't tell everybody. That just reminded me that I don't have this set up. Demand. All right. Well, if after you get done with your first cup of coffee, you decide, tree bark is going to be full or somewhere thereabouts. Yeah, we are hurting for drones.
Yeah, actually, we could make another couple. Yeah.
We got 4 rocket engines. We could make 4.
Yep. I'll
If you want to take 2, I'll take 2.
okay.
I see you were explaining to Joro what cream of wheat is.
Yep.
I never liked that stuff. My brother loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's something about the texture to that just don't trip my
I do
trigger.
not like plain cream of wheat, but I like to mix either maple syrup or yep, um, brown sugar into it, and then usually either blueberries or raspberries. Just
Well, the maple syrup was a given. I mean,
yeah.
there's amp.
Okay. Oh, fusion cells.
Yep. Yeah, maple syrup, of course. How could how could being a good Canadian, how could you not have maple syrup?
Yep.
I just saw a purple drone come floating by. I mean, it's like the model is borked on it or something. How many pulsar quartz do you need for?
Just three for per fusion cell, and I'm just making one.
There's 6 down here in the Joro's stuff locker.
Okay. Well, the one upstairs was full, so now those
Yeah. Oh
three
yeah.
of those should disappear soon.
Well,
We just needed one.
yeah, probably do. Now let me set this up to demand and they'll get to the right place. Yeah, we've got 8 whole drones. Woohoo!
I'm not a fan of how the drones float through walls, though.
Yeah,
I wish they'd make it so that they have to go through
the door.
the door.
Or have a dog door of some kind for them or something.
Yeah, actually, that would be an interesting thing to do. Is put in a wall segment that's a drone entrance. Okay. Did you go back up to the?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh,
Amp, how is your brother?
yeah. Where did that go? Right here. Right. Yes, there it is. Back here.
Well, that was a little weird. I found a Terra token, and to utilize it, I had to quote unquote consume it according to the controller button. He's doing okay. Going to head back to the hospital this morning and see if he can get lucky with some of the better educated doctors. uh, remember, you are in Tennessee. I got a trash can microchip.
Okay.
I don't need any of the rest of that.
Oh, this is the one you get lost in, isn't it?
Yeah, I usually do the stick to the right or to the left. Go around the left-hand walls. He's actually in Florida and still having to do the whole VA hospital and treatment bull crap. It sucks. Yeah. I can appreciate that. Hold on. I think we can deconstruct. Yeah, we can deconstruct tables and everything.
Bullets to give us.
If he was in Tennessee and got treated like that, I'd probably be in jail right now. Yeah, what does it give us?
Well, it does give us the blueprint microchip, so, but I'm going to dump the iron into boxes.
Yeah, I don't have that much of a need for iron. Pardon me. Whew. Gross foul pig.
Let's see. Wheat seeds.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my mama didn't learn me nothing. Out here belching like it's the best thing in the world. Hey, Dave.
Yep.
You have the explosives. I saw that. At least it was the better end of the two. Yeah. Alrighty. I get the feeling that that's not going to be anything worth looking at. Oh, looky here. We need a key card. We actually need something to mark that this is where it's at. What in the heck can I drop?
I got nothing I can drop because all I got is food, blueprints, explosives, and a wheat seed and water.
Shaman must be sleeping in again. Poor thing, overworked and underpaid. I'm going to drop a cobalt. Why? Because it's the only thing I have that actually has, and you shouldn't find cobalt in the ships. Anywho. Yeah, I was wondering about Shaman. I posted something in Discord the other night and woke her up. Okay, I was pretty sorry about that. This is the exit. So.
Okay.
I'm going back from whence I came.
Now, there was a blockage down that one corridor back there. Do we need to blow that one open?
Probably.
Okay.
But. Well, and it might be that the key's in behind it. If we find the key, you know. Let all the peoples. Or did that lead back to right where we were at? She stretched the dang thing. I'm afraid she's going to break. She doesn't leave herself much time for sleep and food. Well,
here's an area we haven't gone. Down here.
Whereabouts?
This way. It's blocked. Oh, this looks
Oh, this is a good one.
good. Oops, spark fabric.
Let's sort that. Let's throw the iron, the silicone, and the uranium in there, and then pick up the fuse. Consume the Terra tokens. I'm just a worrywart anyway. Amp, I can relate. I'm going to take that aluminum and I'm going to take that fabric.
Yeah, I got smart fabric, you know.
Oh, really? I've never seen smart fabric out in the game.
Yeah, I deconstructed some cozy chairs.
Ooh. Can that be sold? I know the regular fabric can.
It doesn't list a price when I hover over it.
If it doesn't list a price, it doesn't matter because
Okay.
yeah, because when you hover over the fabric, it'll tell you it's worth 8 Terra tokens.
Right.
I've already been there. We still don't have a key. We still don't have a key. I don't need any of that. And that's the entrance.
Ooh, what's this?
And I realize I'm not taking a whole lot of plants, but I just picked up 3 seed lermas because you need those to build some of the things.
Yeah.
You do know if you get stuck how to get out, right?
Nope.
F4, spam it. It'll take you up above it all.
Okay.
Now, people are going to say, oh, that's cheating. Well, yes, that's correct. However, it's in the game.
Yep.
Is that the same place we were? Yes, it was. Oh, Dave has found the mother lode.
Yeah, just a room with a pile of storage boxes, but
This must be one you've already found. There's no Terra tokens in it. 1 super alloy and some plants.
yeah, I think that's one I may have already found.
Yeah. I just found a key.
Oh, good. Now, I have to find you.
I'm not picking anything else up until I get back to where I came from.
Okay, I think you're right here. Okay. Yeah, this is where I found Hollow Viewer and some cozy chairs I deconstructed.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to get back to where the big crate or the big storage area is at.
Right down here.
Are you sure?
No.
Gosh, we're entertaining. The blind leading the blind.
Oh, come back.
Okay. I don't know where you're at, but right there you are.
Here. Cobalt.
Yep. Welcome back, Darlene.
Oh my.
Something that I wish they would implement in this game, but haven't, is stacking.
Yes.
I think that's one of the things that's severely lacking. But
Yeah, because the tier 5 backpack is just not enough.
Well, you get a tier 6 after so much, but you're not wrong. Okay. Now, how to get back to the Exita?
I think this one, yeah, this way too. And then I think it's this way.
That's somewhere close because,
That's the room where we deconstruct all the tables.
yep.
Down here. Ooh.
All right. Yes, we've been here before, but
Oh, I found an area we haven't been yet.
well, the only reason why I was looking for the exit because I'm stuffed.
Yeah, same. I have 2 slots left.
So do I.
Your token.
That's that. Hold it. When we walked in, there was some place right by where we walked in that had, okay, a round door that wasn't open. We don't need any of that.
Yeah, this is the new area that I found.
Yeah. Sort. Dave is tearing it up. Stacking would be amazing in this game. Yes, it would. And there are people that do mods so you can stack in this game, but I don't mod anything I play. Closest thing I came to modding or being in a modded game was when we were all playing Minecraft. You know, I found the exit 3 or 4 times when I wasn't looking for it. And now that we're not looking for it, I can't find the cotton picking exit. This is going to be, yeah, that's cobalt. Shite. Dave, I'm just going to come right out and say it. Don't follow me.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I just found an upstairs place that I don't think we've been.
No.
Oh. And I dropped stuff. Darn it. Is there anything that I could throw away?
There you go.
Yeah, that piece of cobalt there that nobody needs.
You know what this game also needs? Spray paint.
So you can tag stuff.
Yep.
Nope, don't need that. Nope, 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 nope. I hate to say that I'll take that even though I probably will never build a cozy chair. Oh. Wrong switch there, idiot. Got up to turn the fan on and turned the light on instead.
I found the way out.
Well,
Come back to what would be classified as the cafeteria area.
okay.
One with all the tables and chairs.
I've got to find it first.
Not going to leave this spot because then I'll lose. All right.
I'm not sure if this is where I was at or not. Maybe. Glad I'm not the only one who gets lost in these ships. Dave,
Yep.
go ahead and go out, and I'm going to blast through the planet. Because we're trying to be somewhat entertaining. Oh, more F4. Come on. F4, F4. F4, F4, F4. Oh. Well, that worked well. Not. Fell and broke a leg. I at least did get out. Me too.
Yeah.
I get lost in the bases, so. Amp. I couldn't find my ass with both hands. Oh, ho. Planet Viewer. Haven't ever messed with that. All right. That's what we were needing right there. Trouble with my controller Saturday. I think there is interference between my wireless headset and the wireless controller. I have to order a new weird controller to fix it, hopefully. Yep. A lot of those devices use what is called the 2.4 gigahertz range. Well, I don't show anything.
Yeah, all the chair ones are going to not do anything. Oh, there we go. Trash can, fridge. On the top.
Tier 3 inventory increase for the vehicle.
If I find out there's water, the vehicle's less useful.
Yeah.
The almost they need a hovercraft upgrade for the vehicle now.
Boy, we're 58% into the fish. And we've only been going. Oh, look at Dave building stuff like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That would be neat if you could find that early in the game and set it up, and you'd have a visual representation of how you're doing in the game. This late in the game, that's a novelty.
Yeah.
Let me see. I need to go up there and change that. Boy, that's almost full.
Nope.
That one is full. Wow.
Which one's
Super alloy.
Well, you know that means then we take one of that. So and I guess starting back here.
It would be probably a good time to go and check all the logistics on all the lockers, because even though they're full, if at such point they become empty,
And why can I not see super alloy in this list?
glad you're full on super alloy. I don't feel so bad about using it. No, it was. While me and you were playing Country Lady, it was just a situation of just had to go pick it up.
Okay, and now set you from demand to supply.
Something else we probably need to do is tier 2 miners in most places. I've already got that one set right.
And to supply.
Already got that set right. I'm going to set up another pulsar quartz back here because we've just got a lot. Let me see. I don't even remember how to spell that, but I'm going to make
Instead
Dave.
of doing that, we will set up a tier 2 locker for Pulsar.
Well, and that's probably. Oh, look at that man! Look at that man!
And Pulsar quartz.
There's magnetar quartz over here too. What else are you doing there? Oh, super alloy.
Yep.
Did you set up everything to supply it?
I set the other 2 lockers up to supply, so your own should start.
You're too smart. I put a transporter over in your base.
Okay.
Just so you know. The last game, while you were out fishing.
Yep.
How could somebody fish over this? I just don't get it. And I'm just pulling your leg. Don't take me serious.
You know what? It's just got my fishing license renewed for the next 2 years, and it's just like, man, I want to fish.
I got a fishing license when I was in Alaska, and we were fishing for grayling. Then the next time I went fishing was with a guy from East Texas that I was stationed with that we were traveling through, and he said, yeah, come by, we'll go fishing. It was a private lake, so I didn't need a fishing license.
Yep.
And that fishing just don't trip my trigger. Don't know why.
Well, I wanted to try also because this year I switched things up. And I bought a long line fishing rod. You kind of see like people on the ocean coasts, like on beaches.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought one of those, and I thought, I want to try it, see if it works in the Lake Erie. And yeah, it actually did not too bad.
So
I was able to get it out, cast far enough out that it was past the point where the water would push your tackle back in. So it was pretty good.
yeah, country lady, my mom and dad fished a lot before I came along. I went fishing with them. I can remember a couple of times when I was a kid, I stepped on a fish hook. And remember talking to my dad as they were pushing it through my foot so they could cut the barb off of it. And I don't remember going much after that, so.
Where did we
Oh my. Guess how many Terra tokens we have?
33,950.
You didn't have to guess.
It shows on our inventory screen.
Yeah. Snepa seed, 1,000. Rulia seed. Futuro Humblia. Do you mind if I buy, oh heck, I want to say I've got 3 tree spreaders up, and there's a 800% tree seed. If I buy 3 of them,
No, go for it.
it would be, and there it goes off again. Ah! The one thing I wanted to do this game, and I haven't done, is go to Paradise City, because I opened that up before I ended the previous stream. So I think that's where I'm going to be off to.
Well, I have never been there, so I will.
I'm standing outside by the mineral drills. If you want to come on.
Yep, let me just grab some water and some food.
As I've said before, Amp, I'm in high gear all the time. I don't slow down, or didn't. My health has finally caused me to slow down. And the fishing just don't happen fast enough for me. I mean, when my hook hits the water, 5 fish need to be jumping on. We need to get busy with this. I mean,
Planted the wheat seed.
you planted the wheat seed. Where?
Yep. In the one of the food growers.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, I didn't think we had any thing to plant it in.
I got that. I got that. I got that. Okay. Where is that?
Why is my email sending me stuff? I have to say, Yahoo has changed their email. This old man don't like it. I've been using Yahoo Mail for, good grief, 25 years or more. After Hotmail just went stupid. Where you at, Dave?
I'm standing on top of the butterfly dome because I'm not sure where you are.
I'm out here by the mineral stuff.
Okay.
All right. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. All that good stuff. Caught a 50-pound catfish while taking a nap on the back of a bass boat using a piece of steak as bait. I've been deep sea fishing. The crew that I worked with in the military, we went deep sea fishing. I went once with them and once with a friend of mine. I had an ever-loving ball. I got sunburnt like nobody's business. We got cooked.
Yep.
And it was a heck of a lot of fun. We actually caught a blowfish, you know, and there was nothing to it. We couldn't do anything with it because if you don't know how to cook those things, they'll kill you. And
Yep.
the only reason why I
You
know
all seen
that,
that episode of The Simpsons?
well, no, my son was actually stationed in Tokyo,
Oh yeah.
and he told me, if you don't know what you're doing, leave it alone. And I went, man, makes good sense. Are you still
I
behind
just
me,
always
Dave?
remember. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I just always remember the episode of The Simpsons when Homer is the fugu.
I think I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I maybe. Yes, no, maybe so. No, there's the key holder.
Okay.
And you know when you get down in here, you can't fly anymore.
No.
Yeah, it will put you on your buttocks. Boom. And at that point, you're hoofing it. You can jump, but you can't fly. And I keep forgetting I've got a water filter on.
Yep.
When the insect stuff first came out in this game, come over here and build a big platform and just walk around to get insects. Still works.
Yeah.
But you can do it almost any place. Now, there are 5 warden's keys around here. And I know one of them's back here.
Okay, they look like that, eh?
Yeah, there's one over. I keep trying to fly and I can't. There's one up on top of this thing. There's one over here. Well, there's more than one up on top of it because there's 5 altogether. Because you got to have 5 to get the key in the door, and that key is right up here. And there's lore here and everything. Matter of fact, you can put the keys in as you find them, and that way you don't have to carry them. Once we lived a warden with no year. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, it would kill me to go deep sea fishing again. But if somebody said, hey, I'm going to Galveston and going deep sea fishing, I'd go, let's go.
Yep.
Fun, fun, fun. Nope, can't.
It is something I have never done, is fishing in the ocean.
It might have been the people I was with, but as far as it was a ball. Once I learned that I could lay down and go to sleep and not get seasick. And I've never been seasick. I, I remember the very first time I got on the boat and I was starting to hadn't got my sea legs up and under me. Um, all of a sudden I said, where can I go to sleep? They said, you can go in the galley, lay down on the floor. Hour and a half later, they woke me up, said, we're here.
Okay, I got the one from up top.
Okay, there's another one. Up. Did you get it from up top here or up top over there?
Yeah, up top, the scaffolding you're standing by.
Okay. There's another one over here that you have to.
Oh, up this scaffolding?
Yeah. But you've got to walk around. I should have showed you where those were at. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Tell me I need to slow down and play nice.
Oh, I see. You got to go down here.
Now, this is also the place you come to disable, like when they say, yeah, we'll come pick you up, but you've got to disable the ship crasher.
Yep.
Is it over here or is it in the other one? It might be in the other one.
Water wheel, no water. Interesting.
I'm going to tell you one thing about these. Since you can't fly, don't jump off anything.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming is.
Yeah, it'll do you wrong. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, because after I got that key, I was like, oh, I'll just. And I'm like, wait, no, you can't.
Yeah, don't do that. Like I just did, because I was, in a hurry. Dave, where are you? Because I'm getting ready to slot this key in here.
There it is. Okay.
And I will tell you, I cheated the first time I went to find these warden's keys. Could not figure it out. The coordinate system, I get it, but I can't follow it. I understand what it's all about and everything. I've read about it. I get the concept, but I cannot at all deal with navigating by it. I wanted to make sure that you got at least one of these.
Yep.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh. Golden butterfly larva.
Yep. Sure enough. That's tier 2 mutagen, a golden effigy, a golden butterfly. And if you deconstruct the crates, you get super alloy and aluminum.
Nice.
Once again,
calamity befalls our people. If the predictions are correct, a meteor will hit the planet in just a few days. Oh no! The cities we built, the splendors we created will fall. Our arts, traditions, discoveries, and lives will vanish. Once again, destruction is upon us. But this time we will not flee as we did generations ago. What is the point of running away when demise chases you so vigorously? We accept our fate, are proud of what we were, and remain true to our values. Our story will disappear under the ashes of the flame and dust, like a butterfly life, beautiful and evanescent. It's time to meet our end. A warden.
Yep.
That's that. They gave up.
Yep. No, it's the other place that has the ship crasher for the planet in it. It's inside the super alloy cave. Once the doors are open, you go down in there. You can't fly there either.
Okay.
and it'll do you wrong. And I wanted these two butterflies because now the butterfly dome's going to be at full strength unless you can build ones that are. And then I'm also going to get the trees from the trader ship.
Yep.
And we'll probably be pretty close to. Come on, fly, fly, fly. Here we go. Look at that. Dave is just taking off and yeah, right by me. Like I wouldn't even, I was flying in reverse. By the way, I know you're busy, and thank you for dropping by and seeing us.
Yep.
And Darlene, I have to tell you, I was very touched when you asked if you could miss Saturday's stream because you had a headache, that you would even ask. You're an adult, you can do anything you want. Overslept, then couldn't get into YouTube. Been trying for 20 minutes. Well, darn. Good morning, Shaman.
Yes. Good morning, Shaman.
Your ears were burning. We were talking about you. Only that you were probably oversleeping. Can I get this tree out of here while I'm flying by? Yes, I can. I called it. Hello, Shaman. Yes. I was freaking out since YouTube is my life. I have a similar story when Joro's motherboard went kaflooey, buddy. He was not happy. He was. Yeah, I said, when that's what you do with yourself, and you suddenly
Yep.
can't get to it. And I told him straight up, I have two computers sitting here that can do this anytime that I wish, and I can switch back and forth. He did get his PC back up and running. He got his motherboard. It was on Friday. He actually got it a day earlier than he was expecting, and it was working very well. And I was breathing a sigh of relief. Where is the last tree spreader at?
Did you get the one up by the cave where the ship was?
Uh,
North of the base?
yeah, I think I got that one. Now maybe I just didn't fly far enough. On day 3 of a migraine, so my system is in charge right now. Yeah, I wouldn't wish a migraine on anybody, and I think everybody's been getting it. The weather changes have just been, across the country have not been good.
Yeah.
There it is. Didn't get that one. That should make our GTI go up pretty good. But I could also take these tree spreaders, plant them all in one to go, do a production fuse multiplier, and it
Yep.
would really go. That might be a plan.
Yeah.
That would be cheap doings. Now, I'm going to log Big Dave for a few seconds because I was giving him crap about fishing. Uh, we got in here about 30 minutes early. I told him what direction I was wanting to go and what I was wanting to do. Uh, you know, the things I was wanting to do, and I walked out the back door to start doing it, and he pretty much had it done. So, for as much as I give Dave a little bit of crap, he's actually made the stream go that much better. And he's already got the gold butterfly up here.
Yep.
I have regular headaches today. Painful, but nothing compared to my migraines. I understand about that. Why don't I have a door at the end of this? I always build with a door at the end of this.
Hey, Shaman.
Iron titanium.
I was wondering that myself too, but I figured maybe you had plans.
No, I usually make doors wherever, coming from all sides. That way, if you really need to get to oxygen, you can.
Yep.
Look at that man go. I'm wondering what to do with this butterfly that I picked up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you wanted. I guess you can just put them in the larvae
Yeah.
box.
I feel like all I got done was making jetpacks and backpacks, such that you can't transfer characters from another game. It takes so long to make everything in your character needs. Yeah, absolutely. Or drop it in the Joro box. And what in the world is that?
Hmm?
Animal
I picked up on that
effigies.
ship.
The Muthas.
Yeah, I picked up on that ship.
Yep.
I think I might need another display case soon.
I'm just happy the left side of my face and my eye work today. As I've said before, my injury was to my left side, and all of my affected areas are on the left. My left shoulder, my left hip, so forth. And buddy, the left side of my face doesn't hurt, and my left eye work. I get that all over the place, and that's a toughie to explain. And that's the very reason why I don't game as much as I once did, because, buddy, it does me wrong. I could have put that in there too. Did we get any rocket engines during that trip? I didn't see any.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And most of the drones are sitting here being lazy. So that either tells me I don't have all the...
Well, I suspect a lot of the boxes are actually full.
Yeah. And I suspect that you're right. And yeah, this is a resource heavy game.
Yeah. jeez. Our super alloy tier 2 storage is almost full.
Yep. Almost makes you want to make it into rods and deconstruct it if you need the regular stuff.
Well, we got 3 rods in there
Yeah, I know.
already. So,
In the 10 minutes we have left.
oh, let's look at the orbital. What do we got? We have 4 seed spreaders, 5 asteroid attractors, 2 magnetic fields, and 5 plant rockets.
Something
one tier 2 GPS.
Something I did last game was I put that orbital screen up by the rocket launcher, and I got to admit that worked really good.
Yeah, I think having it in both places, because this way I can kind of look and go, okay, what are we missing? What can we do?
And I agree. I should actually put lockers over here on this little island. Are you okay?
Ubi? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just took a swig of coffee and went down the wrong way.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Hope you get feeling better. Get yourself a coffee and some cookies. Cookies. Let me see. Oh, pressed the wrong button. We outdoor farm. We've got all of that and then some, except for the bee larva.
We can make bee larvae.
Yeah. That's uncommon, a mutagen, and a fertilizer.
Shoot. Okay. Uncraft this.
What are you shooting about?
Oh, I had pinned a recipe and then I just pinned something else over top of the recipe I had pinned. Because I have 3 recipes pinned and...
Yeah. Off to get my stream ready. Was given a key to a new game, so I'm going to give it a try. See you all later. Amp, have a good one. Was very good that you stopped by.
Yeah, have fun.
And then 2 fertilizers. And if I had a second apparatus, I could do 2 at once, but no. Now, a water bottle, a tier 2 fertilizer, and a super alloy. Water bottle. And super alloy. Anyone? Anyone? Oh, we have an exoskeleton we could build too.
Yeah.
That's one way to get to the ground floor quick like.
Just jump off.
Jump off the side of the steps. Okay, now
Yep.
I'm gone for good. Bye. Bye, Amp.
Bye, Amp.
And I think this is going to be the last official act.
Well, if you give just a couple extra moments.
No, can't do it. What are you trying to do?
I'm going to do 3 rocket launches.
I'm building the outdoor farm.
Okay.
And I'm putting it over here by the beehives somewhere. I'm going to put beans in it. And that should keep the high quality food production going. Is that a GPS rocket and something else?
The drone visualizer.
That's actually not a bad one once you get drones. I usually have that built before I get drones.
Yep. Ooh, baby go. It blow up. Good.
Oh, I need a regular fertilizer too. Dummy.
Go, baby go. Blow up.
I know Amp said she's really gone now, but I'll bet you money she's lurking.
She's totally lurking.
She's listening in the background. She wants to
Yeah.
know if we're going to talk about her.
Yep.
Yep. If I'd have put the door one more place over, I could walk right through the base and go right out the door, but no.
Baby go, don't blow up.
Yeah, don't be a Starlink rocket.
Yep.
Yep, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, so now we got up to tier 3 GPS rockets. We have a map information rocket and a drone visualization.
Okie dokie. Excellent. There are 2 crates sitting out here. Looks like both of them are full of algae.
Okay, let me check something here.
Let me turn those over to supply, and that way they'll go to the ones inside.
Yep, because it's not demanding algae, so it is now demanding algae.
There it comes. Dave, I have to tell you my vision for the base.
Yep,
Can I interrupt you for half a second?
yep.
We might go a minute or two long. I just went out this door onto a stairway.
Yep. I'm behind you.
Oh, you are. I was thinking about making this some sort of a living area and putting a tube right over here in this corner to tube up to the next one. Couches, kitchens, you know. stuff.
Yep.
That's my
Stuff.
ongoing vision. Yeah,
Yep.
I've never really done a lot of decoration, but I figure I built this base in such a way that I thought it was going to flood, which is why I moved out of there.
Yep.
All right, folks, let's look at the tail of the tape. We're 73%, almost 74% into fish.
Yep.
Everything else is kind of stagnant but moving.
Yeah, but next time we should hit the water life collector.
Yeah. See how the power's doing. We're actually doing really good for power.
Yeah.
Do we not have a Tier 4 GPS satellite yet?
Still got to put it up.
Ah. Okie doke.
I only had 3 slots, pinnable slots. So
No new
next
messages? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Things to work toward.
Yep.
All right, folks. That's where we're going to leave it. Definitely decorate the base. That would be cool. I've never done it before, and I don't know why. I just haven't. Come on, give me the mouse back. App dress. Chat. Hope everyone's doing good today. Yes, Wolf Cub, you just missed it. We're just getting ready to shut it all down.
Yep.
No, doing well today. Doing well. I can't argue. And we'd like to thank Darlene Miller and Country Lady and Shaman and Wolf Cub and Amp and everybody who's in chat. And I'd like to thank Dave for joining me and putting up with me. Because
anytime, my friend, anytime.
It's not for everybody. I admit I'm weird. All right. You guys have a good day. And we'll see you maybe later on this week, maybe Saturday, I don't know. Definitely next Monday, if that's okay with Dave. Because he's who started this, kind of. So it's your fault.
Well, I knew you wanted to finish the game. Like,
yep.
That was a big part of it. I knew you wanted to finish the game. And so I figured, well, if I offered to give you a hand and take some of the pressure off you, then
You're all that in a bag of chips. Everybody have a good one, and we'll see you. Give me my mouse back.